Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap. Tonight is the first session of the of me scrapping through the month of challenges 10 or for 2022. It's Thursday, January 6th, and today's challenge is hey, somebody's talking.
Where is that?
I don't know. Can we turn them off?
I don't know where. Well, it wasn't showing on me that anybody had audio on. That was the funny part.
That's weird. Okay, it's kind of scared me.
Yeah. Well, and then I thought it was like, oh, wait, did my hockey game suddenly? And my hockey game start up, but it's muted, so it's not my hockey game.
Okay, so today's challenge is the quadrant layout. And essentially, that's if y'all have looked at it or read through it, there'll be 4 separate smaller squares, spit it out. And so I'm doing a 12 by 12 page, so I should have 4 6 by 6 square quadrants. And each quadrant should have a visible distinction from the others. You could use a different paper background in each quadrant or use stitches to separate each section. Anything is welcome as long as there is a visible distinction.
I've seen ribbons. I've seen word art. It's really fun to see what you guys came up with.
So one quadrant will have the title, 2 quadrants will contain photos, 1 quadrant can be decorated however you want, and journaling is welcome in any of them, but not required. So there's this fabulous layout that Courtney made. Let's talk about me, she said. Look at her. She is slightly overwhelmed by calling a primary president. Oh, that means you have a bunch of stuff to do on Sunday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it means I'm in charge of our church's primary 12 or 11 and under. It's fun.
She's still adapting to her household being 1 person larger. That is always a huge transition. I'm trying to find balance in my life between my wants and needs. I'm happy, I'm healthy overall, I'm setting goals, and I still love taking photos and practicing with the tripod and remote. So you took those with your big girl camera?
Yeah, those are my big girl camera with the remote and the tripod. And low light. I think I even used my 50 lens for those 2.
Very nice.
Nifty 50. So, yeah.
And then Lisa made this page where she has a photo close up of the leaves and then her feet. Very pretty fall layout. And then Sherry, her sons are so handsome. It was just a pretty layout for a boy. And then this is Lori's. And it's
so I was showing it can be minimalist and still work for you.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be big. So, okay, I will say that we're getting started now. And
you gonna hit record?
Didn't I record?
Did you hit
already?
record? Oh, maybe you did hit record. No, it's recording. Did. Sorry. For some reason, it looked wrong.
Well, it got thrown off because of the we thought your hockey game or somebody's radio or TV or something, whatever that was.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so
Bev, the lighting. Oh, go ahead, Cheryl.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Bev, the lighting is just an overhead light, my Christmas tree, and then we have this like tall lamp that has one of those like paper shades on it that's like supposed to be something decor-ish, but it diffuses the light out of the lamp naturally, so it's perfect because I just move it around the house when I need a little extra lamp for pictures or a little extra light. It's a little cumbersome, but it works.
Okay, so I don't know how everybody else did their how to divide up their page, but an easy way is to go to View and New Guide Layout, and you can choose your number of columns and the number of your rows, and it will put in your guidelines for you, which makes it easy when you're, trying to resize your pieces. So I had that one set for 2 and 2 with gutters and margins of 0.067 inch. All right, and it's kind of hard to see them. Let me put in a background paper here, some solid color, so you can see the 4 distinct areas. And then when you get in closer, you can see the pieces there.
You stuck
So,
better.
all right. And then I'm just going to pick one of my template colors. Oh, I didn't want to do that. And then I'm just going to choose the custom shape tool and just start up at one corner and go down to the bottom. And it just kind of snaps to the grid, because I believe I have that. Yeah, I have snap.
I was going to say, that must be a setting because I don't think I have that one on.
Yeah, it's the snap. It's in that same view, like above the guide layout.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah. So then I can just move each of these over.
Michelle, I always have my rulers showing too, so I just pulled the guidelines out of them as well.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
What I liked was I didn't have to make, I just put it in and it was done. Okay. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. It's just a different way to do it. Either one works perfect.
All right. So I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'll leave them on for a bit. All right. And I'll go ahead and rasterize these. I'm going to be clipping papers there. And these are my 2 photos. This was my last day of radiation last January, and my hubby brought me breakfast in bed, which is very sweet.
So can I tell you something that's funny? Is so many people have done it that way, and I'm thinking it's because that's how I did it and that's how Sherry did it. I didn't say they had the photos had to be kitty corner to each other. That's just how like half of the people have done it. It's so funny to me.
Yeah. Well, I like the balance.
Uh-huh.
I do like the balance of that.
I think I've seen like 1 or 2 so far where they did the photos like on the right side and the title and journaling on the left side, and I'm like, it works. Either way works. It's just funny how many of us went with the balance that direction instead of balancing it out with like elements and stuff.
Right. So I'm using, I'll pull it over here for those who may be new to watching me scrap live. I have 2 monitors, so what you're seeing on the screen now is AC/DC, and it's just a really quick way for me to zip through all of the products available. And I think I have everything this time.
Well, I'd link you up, but Cheryl just has the whole BYOC, so there you go. There's the link to the whole BYOC.
Yeah, but I may have little ones that I use more than others. But so that's what I'm pulling from. I need to minimize that. Okie dokie. So now let's pick some papers. I like the red, so I think I am going to start with Designed by Soco because she has some fun red in her.
I don't know if he planned this, but do you notice the envelope that heart is on is almost the same color as your designer blue?
Oh, it is. It is very close. I did not plan that. No.
I don't know if Jay planned it when he gave it to you. He was like, hey, this is your designer blue. I'm going to buy this card for Cheryl.
Yeah.
See?
He might have.
He might
have. You never know. All right. So I think I'm going to put in, I like this little red pattern. And let's try that blue. That's cute. No, nope, 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 nope. There we go. And then one more. Maybe a stripe. Let's see what that one looks like. There goes the stripe. Da, da. Okay, very cute. Very cute
Aww.
so far. I'm liking it. All right, and now I'm just going to use a white paper in the background. Delete that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take these off now because they distract me.
Gotcha. They are a little distracting. I could see that.
All right. Do. All right, so I need a title.
Also, just so you know, Livy says if the dog starts bothering you, she's here. So just let her know and she'll go get her.
Oh, okay. I don't know where she is right now. She's not out here.
So Bethany wants to know what Olivia's thoughts are so far on MOC, and her thoughts are she's behind. Livy says she was in your chair. She was bothering her.
Yeah, she likes to have. Okay. Oh, this is cute. I'm going to make that smaller. And then I'll have my little story over there to the left. To the left, to the left, to the left.
To the left.
All right, so I need a journaling. Well, I don't have to have journaling.
You don't have to have journaling. You need 2 that have photos as the focus, 1 that has your title as the focus, and 1 with whatever you want in it. As long as there's something in it, I guess I should say. Mixed media, word art, elements, just not another photo one.
No more photos.
Nope, photos are in the 2. That one's from Soco's too, huh?
Yeah, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Oh.
Yep. Her journal cards are super duper cute. Bethany says she's behind 4 layouts.
You can do it.
Hard to work full time and get pages done the same day, but we'll get better. I'll get caught up.
Oh yeah.
She said it's her 9th MOC and it'll be the 8th one she's completed.
I don't think I want the Dr.
She's using the January BYOC. Say that again, Cheryl.
I'm covering up the Dr. Seuss part. I don't want it. I don't want it to be on my layout.
I ain't crediting that man.
Nope. I'm not crediting him.
I love it.
Okay, so
this space intentionally left blank as journaling in the 4th quarter.
Okay,
hey,
so
that would be something in the 4th quarter. I know Cheryl little. She's gonna put some awesome cluster in there, and you'll be like, "Wow, how'd you put all that in that spot?"
Oh yeah.
Or that'll be my thought, at least. So
Okay.
have you guys enjoyed the challenges so far? Is there one you did last year that you're just waiting to come up because you hated it or loved it? One of the two. Michelle says she's enjoying them. Bethany says she's enjoying. She'll have to think through last year. Cheryl's enjoying the layouts. I'm glad you're enjoying the layouts. As long as there's no double layouts or ones with maps. You don't like maps, Marilyn?
She doesn't like maps.
Kath is stressing because she came back. She's forgotten everything, forgotten what she's had. Yeah, I remember Laura's map one. I actually love the page I made from it. But I can understand why you might hate it. That was a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was.
I'm like, I know it was Laura's challenge because I totally remember that it was Laura's challenge. I was just trying to think if I can remember when. Yeah, it's always day 31. That's true. Michelle loves maps. She prefers scrapping double layouts. She doesn't have to worry about clashing facing pages when I make the annual album. You know, I stopped worrying about clashing pages. I just kind of went, it is what it is.
It
I'll live with
is.
it. It'll be just fine eventually.
I don't think anybody looking at my albums is going to be like, oh yeah, see what she did here? It's not matching.
Lisa says she's got to get in the groove. It's taking her too long to make decisions. Can I say that's actually one of the favorite things and the reasons I try and do MOC is because it does put me in a groove to just keep going. Like once I find that groove, it's easier for me to just keep going than it was prior to that.
And y'all know that's how I scrap if y'all have visited before. It's like, just choose, pick, go, move.
just do it.
Just do it.
Come on, people, just do it. Is your card pick the focus on that square? Are you talking about the one where she has the photo?
Yeah, that's.
We'll see when she's done.
That's
We'll
my
see when she's
journaling.
done.
And
Which one works?
This is so my 2 photos, journaling, title, anything I want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
She's just asking if you're keeping the photo enough of a focus or if it's getting overshadowed by the journaling card, I think.
Oh.
I get what you're saying. We'll see where she is at when she's done. Decision fatigue is real. I agree with that. Marilyn says, I created blurb magazines for my 2020 layouts. She goes, I've gotten 192 layouts in 3 books, 196 layouts in 4 books. I could care less about matching pages. So, you know what I have found is my problem, Michelle, when I do the double page spreads, a lot of times I forget to leave enough bleed in the middle. And so then I like lose the middle part of my pages because I forget about that part.
Yeah.
And that's annoying. Bev says the one where you frame just part of your photo. She redid that page when it was over. Bethany says, we had to make a tree out of non-traditional elements last year. I was so stressed about that, and it ended up being one of my favorite layouts last year. Oh, Lisa, I would believe how many different neutrals you tried for a clean and simple page because I have the same issue. clean and simple is definitely not my strong point.
Yeah, but
So,
when I was doing mine, I was like, just get it done, Cheryl. Just do it. Just stop complaining. Listen.
2017 was the map page. I found it, and I know it because I actually did a double layout and put our vacations for that year on it. So it was one I liked. Michelle puts a guideline. Yeah, I turn my guidelines off because I do other things in Photoshop and then I forget to turn them back on. I'm really bad about that. Yeah, Renee scraps double
So,
page layout separately at the same time. See, if I do that, then I don't end up with that.
so in my photo quadrants, I can have elements in there, correct? Or
Yes,
no?
they just can't
Yes.
overtake the photo. The photo needs to be the main focus.
Gotcha. Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the photo should still be when you look, you're like, oh, look, the photo. Oh, look, a photo. So, yeah. Michelle says she can visualize her map page. It was all the places that she'd lived. That's what mine started out as going to be, Michelle, and then I ended up switching it over to be the vacations that we had gone on that year. I don't even know why, because I didn't think we did that much that year, but apparently we did. That's the funny part. Oh, you know what? It wasn't even that year. It was the different vacations we'd been on since we've been married. And there's a lot more I need to add to it now, but that's okay. Marilyn did the same thing everywhere she'd lived, but it was all in Illinois. Michelle, hers was just 2 states, but it was California and Virginia, so it was the entire country. I get that. Bethany says she remembers the map page. It was the year she mainly scrapped one theme from MOC. And the main page, map page, was about my traveling. I like travel pages. It makes me want to go someplace again. I'm ready for a vacation.
Yeah. I would like to have a long one.
Me too.
A long one.
I haven't had a long one for a while. We've done like 2 or 3 little overnights, or one of them was like 2 overnights on our way to visit family. And I do not count visiting family as a vacation. I'm sorry, that is not the type of person that I am. If you do, more
Like,
power to you, just not me.
yes. Like, no.
Lisa wants a retreat. Bethany and Marilyn. Yeah, no, that's not my good. See, I knew I found my people.
Yes.
Visiting family can be so stressful. Like, you need a vacation from that.
Yes. Ooh. Mm-hmm. There's so many cute things. So many cute things to use. I don't know.
You don't know where you'll stop?
No. I'm like, ooh.
Bev took a 1 week back in June and then visited family in July and Christmas. Oh yeah, and Christmas, the drama that gets added into that is just not fun. Hi, Lisa B. Yeah, I have some dramatists in my family. Dramatics, I don't know. They're not dramatists because they're not actually theater people or anything. They just are very, very dramatic.
Drama.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I like
Uh-huh.
the way that teal and red go together so prettily.
Now, I'm going to put the stitching here, but I don't think you can really see it very well. I think I might need to make these smaller.
Well,
Is there
and you
enough
don't
of a
have to add the
distinction?
stitching if you don't want to, because
Okay,
your papers visually the four
distinguish it.
papers visually distinct. The
Okay,
quadrants. That was
quadrants.
a really bad sentence.
Right, all right, we got this.
Yeah. The papers form a visual distinction between quadrants, so you wouldn't need stitches. So, yeah. If they were all the same paper, you would need stitches or something, ribbon, whatever. Do you know what I realized I don't have a lot of? I don't have a ton of ribbons. I was
Really?
kind of shocked. I apparently don't buy a lot of kits that have a ton of ribbons. Or maybe I just don't have like, you know how you get those basic sets?
Yeah,
Maybe I just don't have a basic set that has ribbons in it. Because I was doing the dangle challenge
right.
and I was like, okay, I want a ribbon and I'd really like it to look like this. Flat ribbons. I didn't really want curly ribbons for it. And I couldn't, I just couldn't find any. And so I was like looking through different designers. I'm like, oh, maybe this designer has a bunch of ribbons. Maybe this one does. I ended up finding one in like one of the oldest kits in my stash that I ended up using that did what I wanted it to.
Like, I will find what I need.
Well, it
The
is
great
like,
hunt.
okay, so it's a kit called Candy Shop and it's from,
Celine,
yeah,
Krista
and
Celine.
it's a British Designs and Celine Krista.
Yep.
And it's legitimately, I went into my visual history because I was curious what the oldest kit was I owned, and that is the oldest kit that I own.
You're like, wow.
But it had the ribbons I wanted. Oh no. Bethany says maybe ribbon was more of an element of the past. I've seen some, I just wasn't finding the one that I wanted, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't finding one that I really liked. And I couldn't find a string I really liked, so I went back to the ribbons because it fit my page better. But Bev says, another Windows wine, it seems like her File Explorer is no longer indexed. So searches for ribbon or tag yield nothing. That would be so frustrating. I am sorry.
Oh, sorry.
And that's for
terrible.
Windows 11 update, by the way, not just Windows. You're right, Livy, I should qualify. It is the oldest kit in my stash still for sale. I do have some that are probably older that have been retired, but that one is still for sale. And I only ended up picking it up because we were doing like a Project Mouse thing. Cheryl, was it with you or was it like when I used to do the other ones? And they were talking about it as part of whatever you were scrapping. They were talking about how they had this other candy kit, and that was one of the first things they'd done. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's still in the store.
Yeah, it is still in the store.
Oh, because it has that cute little Mickey ice cream, doesn't it? I think
thought
that's
the
what I
Mickey
bought.
ice cream was a freebie.
I think it was a freebie that went with Candy Shop. And so that's how I discovered this Candy Shop skit.
And I think that ice cream Mickey thing is still available.
It is.
So.
But then he's like, I have the freebie with the Mickey ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. But then the little kit that goes with it, I was like, oh, that's cute. It has like that big sucker. And Matthew used to get those big suckers when we would go like special places. So I have pictures of him with those that I want to scrap. And I was like, oh, look, that has that big sucker element. And it's got a gummy bear. And Cheryl, you know my obsession with gummy bears.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I ended up getting it. I've used it for one or two things. And then I ended up using the ribbons from it. for the Dangle Challenge. But it's always funny to see because like it's the old lily pad logo. Here, if y'all want to see it, let me show you.
Oh,
But
you're
yeah,
linking it up.
I linked it up over there. It is like the old lily pad logo and everything.
Right. Ah,
And she's gonna be like, why did I suddenly have all these people who were looking at this product that's so old? I'll be like, sorry, it's my fault.
why?
Kath says her oldest is April morning journals. Ooh, that's fun. I don't even know when this kit came out, to be honest.
Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Oh, those are cute. So here's Kath's oldest one. Livy's like, my oldest that's not a freebie is the graffiti spray alpha. Aw, that's cute too. I like that. It's kind of fun.
Well,
It's so funny to see how things have changed styles too.
I think
When
I'm
you look at
calling
older
it.
ones.
Can you believe it?
I like it.
Maybe
I
I
can
need
believe
more
it.
flowers. More flowers. More flowers. Where are the flowers?
Where are the flowers? You don't need a ton of flowers in my life.
But I do.
But again,
Look at that one. That one's cute. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. Now, let's see here.
you know, Michelle, I saw your post about how to use visual history and discovering that I think it was a Paisley Press product is the oldest product you own. And she just barely bought it. And that's what made me go look to see what the oldest one was that I owned. Because like, wait, what is the oldest one that I own?
I don't like how
See,
these
Cheryl,
just
you
go
can add
off.
as many different flowers to that quadrant as you want.
Okay.
Everybody's like, ooh, what's my oldest kit now?
Everybody's looking.
Kind of fun.
I got to know. I got to know.
Country Fair Picnic. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that's
It has the old
also
TLP logo
Krista's.
too. Yep, it's also Krista's. Yep. July 2011 BYOC. Any other questions anybody has about MOC or something we can clarify for you potentially?
Yeah, something I can demonstrate.
Nope, they must all be shopping, checking out the new
Yeah,
BYOC,
they're like,
checking out the old stuff.
yeah, like I don't have
We
that in
distracted them,
mind.
completely distracted them.
Well, it's either that or food.
I didn't have anything good. I have that kit. That one's the one that's like the collab. And the Bart is made by Jackie Larson. Or Jack Larson. It's Jackie, isn't it?
Jackie.
Yeah. Bev posted the Happy Birthday collab
Yes.
from 2012. I have that one. It makes me smile. And yes, you could have your own little Bart. So, yeah, he's cute. You know, that's one of the few designers that I actually bought her store when she retired.
Well, she had such unique things.
Yeah, and I've used so much of it still. Like obviously not on layouts that I put at LilyPad, but I use so much of it in other things and in other projects. Like I use some of it for this, or I use some of that for like a little notice that I send out or something, you know. I'll put a little picture or something. It's like she had a lot of stuff that I can use in primary. Like on our
Oh
little
yeah.
newsletter, I put a little piece of it or something. But yeah. Lisa's looking through her stash, changing her mind again. You know, that's what I have to tell myself sometimes. Just get it done. Just let it go. Just do it. Done is better than perfect.
Because there are just so many photos out there that I'm like, I can't keep dithering like this.
No, Cat, you do not need to say, or Kath, you do not need to say like frog by this person. You would just credit it as Candy Shop, Sullen Studio.
Right.
You don't have to say ribbon from Candy Shop by Sullen Studio.
Yeah, that's too much business.
Yeah, you don't have to. I know some people do, and that's great when they do, but it is not a requirement to be that specific. Bethany's hoping to get her new photos. Yeah, no problem. Just credit all the kits you use. You don't have to specifically say what piece came from which one.
Yeah. And I can real quick do a
Michelle
little
says there will
demonstration
always
of,
be more pages to make.
let me save this before I,
Bethany goes, ooh, food.
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 Okay, day 6, work in progress. Okay, we'll just save that there. But yeah, I go to file info, and this is where I type in everything that I use. So, let's see.
Renee's been on a mission to use kits she's bought but never used and knocked a bunch of stuff off the list in the last month. That's awesome.
Couldn't use the alpha. Did end up using that. Little moments.
Bethany says she doesn't always list the pieces from the kit unless she's using a ton of kits, and then she sometimes will, even though it's a lot, but maybe somebody wants something specific. Makes sense. Renee's been trying to use different templates instead of her go-to ones. See, Kath, if I decide Cheryl's picture isn't quite the focus of that one and that it's the journaling, it's okay because she doesn't get the prize anyway.
But I don't want to be setting a bad example. I'm not trying to be obstinate.
Oh, I know you're not. I know you're not.
Storyteller, January 2020.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Lisa says she hasn't really scrapped this year, so she's pulling supplies from this year's purchases. Ooh. You know, Michelle, I like looking through visual history, and I'll pick like a random page and look and see if it has something I can use, and then I'll just try and go like a few pages front or backward to try and use more of my stash too. And it's fun because then you discover, hey, I have this kit that I forgot I had. Maybe that's just me, but it seems to happen. And I know I can search in File Explorer, but it doesn't always bring up everything I want.
Allison, Gina Miller. Yep, I think that's it. Let me make sure. MK, Soco, Gina Miller, Just Jaimee, Allison Pennington, NBK.
I like the BYOC colors. They make me happy. They're chillful and bright.
In between.
Sabrina's creation has retired. If the item is still showing up in the store, technically you can use it for MOC. They're trying to get them all out of the store, but
Yeah.
at this point, because MOC's already started,
I
yeah,
don't know, it's like some weird glitch in the cart.
yeah, it's some weird glitch with her specifically, and so yeah, if you link to it and the person can see you linked to it, so it's still showing in the store, then you're good. I wouldn't just put Sabrina's creation in the title, because if we can't find it, we're gonna send it back to you and be like, she retired. There are a couple of collabs in there that are Sabrina and Soco, and those are in there because Soco
It's still there.
is still there, and they have whatever agreement between them. So yes, those I do know are still there. And those ones, yeah, if those ones are in there, those are fine. Yeah, Bethany, they should be retired. We're not sure why technology gremlins are not being kind.
Right. It's like, I deleted them already and they're back. What?
Yeah. Technical difficulties, technology gremlins. She's haunting the store. I like that one. That's a good explanation.
She's too busy for that. She's too busy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's busy. She's very busy.
All right. Get a couple little shadows going here.
If you want to make it easy on everybody, I wouldn't use them. But if you're seeing it and it links into the store, technically it's fair game.
So here we go. I'll go into the store now. BYOC is here.
I like that she's haunting the store. I'm totally sharing that.
Okay. Memories, words.
So you want to know something sad?
What?
My husband picked up this cute little random head band that says Happy New Year on it from Target. It's like $1 or something like that, right? In their dollar section.
Right.
I totally forgot about it for New Year's.
Oh, no.
So I didn't take any pictures of it. So now I'm like, I might just go ahead and take some pictures with it anyway and just pretend.
Right. Or is it dated?
It just says Happy New Year. It doesn't say which year.
You can always keep it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up leaving it there till next year, but it's more like, it's so funny. And I was like, oh man, maybe I'll take one at the beginning of the school year with it on. Be like, Happy New Year. Just reenact New Year's. My child would love that. Oh my gosh. For like the first year since he was an infant and, randomly wakes up during the night, he actually slept, like he actually stayed up with me. It was so weird. I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able to get on and hang out at TOP as I count down to midnight, do the first MOC challenge. No, my kid stayed up with me this year. My husband works, so he doesn't stay up because he has to be up bright and early. Otherwise, he would stay up with me. But so I was like, wait a second, like we're playing games and we're up and we're doing stuff. I have somebody to take a picture with. Normally my New Year's picture is like me sitting at the computer. This time it's like me and him toasting and like celebrating in front of the TV and playing cards and movies and stuff. And that's why I'm disappointed. I forgot about my New Year headband. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, it would have been so cute if I was wearing it during those pictures. Oh, Bethany, I appreciate your use of the word lazy because that is me. All right, Cheryl, are you ready for a how-to?
Yes.
Okay. She's using your template to scrap. It has a text box on a label. She's too lazy to find another label. How can she recolor the border on the label of your template? If you
Okay.
add the adjustment layer, it changes the middle part too.
Okay, what template is she using?
I'll see if she says.
I want to
Around the
know.
tree.
Around
Oh,
the
it's not
tree.
Bethany, it's Bev. I'm sorry, Bev. Bev's in CC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you up or down?
What? Oh, dressed up
She
or dressed
dressed up.
down? Dressed up. Dressed up, template 4. I was like, I'm sitting. Is that up or is that down?
Okay, around the tree and the PSD.
Yeah, sorry, Bev. I don't know why I read that as Bethany.
Okay, and which label are you using? The one underneath the photo, the circle one?
Does it matter? Wouldn't it
Oh,
be
she's
similar for
talking
all
about
of
the
them?
labeling one. There
Yeah,
you
she's
go.
talking about that one, but
Okay, let me
Bethany
just
says she's flat on her back.
All right, so I would probably the quickest way to do it would be to do a magic wand selection, magic wand tool. It's the 4th one down, and then you're just going to click on those areas that you want to recolor. And you kind of got to, oh,
Like,
come on.
the whole thing.
Okay. There we go. All right. You may need to, let me undo that second one because it doesn't look like it's, yeah, I think I need to shrink it down because it's, so once you've selected it, you may need to contract your selection. So let's contract by 5 and see what it does. Nope, don't want to do that.
So Marilyn says do continuous on the color. Oh, contiguous.
Contiguous. Yeah.
Contiguous. Fiddling with tolerance may help.
Yeah.
That's Libby's suggestion. Couldn't you just color replace it? I guess it.
I mean, I think too, if you have the color you want, say you're going to go back, you could use the paint bucket. Where are you, little paint bucket? I always forget. There you
Right there.
are. But it makes it very jaggedy. That's not any fun. I don't like that. Yeah, I think you're going to be better doing this, but let's see. Da, da, da.
Or do a hue saturation adjustment for like magenta or red.
Yeah. I don't want the whole thing. Why?
Well, you know, somebody said they have a hard time sometimes selecting exactly what they want. So, you know,
Now, you know,
Cheryl
it's not
does
just
too.
you. It's not just you.
This, yep.
Yeah, that's no fun right there.
So, are you having issues with the other thing anymore, though?
The other thing.
Where it would like select and move stuff without you being able to.
That is better. That is better. So, yeah, no, that's not working very good. Why? It was selecting it just a second ago.
I know. And then you changed it and then it got mad at you and now it doesn't like you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Livy says your tolerance is too high.
Oh, thank you. I did change that tolerance.
Oh, I think Kath has the best lazy idea. Are you ready? Select the white, copy, delete, recolor, paste the white back on.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I like it. It's a good lazy way of doing it. That's my kind of way.
Yep. Yep, let's do that, shall we?
Lisa says image adjustments, replace color. I think that's the one I was thinking of because I can never remember where it is. I have to like look around.
So you would do selective color, you would do hue saturation, match color, replace color.
Replace color. And then click on the pink.
No. Image adjustments, replace color, image. Why isn't that working?
I don't know because I have to play with it usually 2 or 3 times. You need to reselect the pink.
Okay. Go ahead and select pink and then go to image adjustments.
Yeah, I think you have to select the pink there so it knows which color you're selecting. Don't you? I don't know.
Replace
I
color,
remember how I do it.
image.
It's one of those weird things my brother taught me how to do, and then I always have to go back and try it again to figure out what I'm doing.
Well, I want it to be a different color. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Marilyn says she thinks hue saturation is easier, no selection necessary.
Yeah. That was pretty easy though.
I didn't think you had to have it as your background color, Lisa. Oh, then you can play with the hue saturation sliders in the color picker. Okay. So Lisa, maybe try seeing if your tolerance is too high when you're trying to select stuff and see if that helps you.
Because I'm back down to
better.
like 32.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to try like 27 and see what it does.
So, Bev, did any of this help you out?
As Cheryl stumbled along.
Well, it didn't help that you had like 6 backseat drivers. Try this way. Try this way.
When I'm by myself and I play with something, I'm fine. If Olivia walks in here and she's watching what I'm doing, I will. And if I'm just typing a sentence, I start making all kinds of mistakes and stuff. I'm like, stop watching me.
She wrote ha 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 before you even finished that story. All you said is all you said is that Olivia walks in and I see ha 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 pop up.
Okay, so
hey, Michelle learned something new. She didn't know about image replace color.
Replace color. Instead of a selection, I chose the image. I clicked there. I said I didn't want that color. I wanted that color. And it replaced it.
I think you hit OK.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still playing with the color to show it off. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
But
I've never used replace color before.
That is weird because it's an odd color.
What's funny is my brother worked at a print shop and he's the one that taught me about color replace. He was like, why don't you just do this when I was doing one of my long ways of doing it? Yeah. And I was like, oh, because he would replace things all the time for people who sent over non-printable colors. So he was just shifting them slightly to the printable colors and they had old Adobe.
Oh,
they didn't have new enough Adobe. So.
Yeah, so you can
Lisa
change.
Says she always has to adjust in the replace color
yeah,
dialogue
that's
box.
like a dark, it's a weird dark color. Anyway, does that help?
Yeah.
Bev, did she get something?
She said cool, so.
Okay. Cool, there you go.
Cool. That's one way of doing it. There's the other way of doing it, hue and saturation that Marilyn suggested. And then somebody else suggested a different way. Oh, well, Cheryl started off by showing just like select it and change the color that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it for us tonight,
Yeah.
Miss Cheryl.
Oh my goodness. You know what?
What?
I forgot.
Do you have something you didn't tell me about?
I forgot to do it.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
we're gonna stop the recording so I can go get the special thing that I haven't
Okay.
done yet.
So, if you'll bear with us for an extra, like,
Yeah.
3 minutes.
So long, farewell. See you next Thursday when I will scrap another challenge layout. All right.